Today we're going to talk about Boruto and Momoshiki's new abilities, as well as their new combined power mode. And I also have a small request. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, please subscribe to this channel and help us reach the goal of 500 subscribers here. And tomorrow, a brand new video about the Jugen will be released. I'm going back to making videos every single day like I used to. Now let's talk about the powers of our favorite duo. And this is where I want to bring up a topic that almost nobody talks about. I'm referring to the novelization of Boruto Naruto the movie, where Momoshiki is portrayed very differently compared to how we're used to seeing him in the anime and manga. In the literary version, his abilities are described through the lens of astrophysical phenomena. There's even mention of a special type of electromagnetic radiation associated with supernova explosions. The scale of Momoshiki's power there feels completely different and literally changes the way we think about his abilities. If Boruto's body now contains the data of a being capable of manipulating gravitational fields on an interstellar level, then Rasengan Uzuhiko is no longer just a flashy new technique with a cool name. It's the very first and most cautious step towards something fundamentally different. This technique is described as using the rotation of the planet itself. A normal shinobi body probably wouldn't be able to withstand forces like that, but an Otsutsuki body handles it naturally. It's important to understand that the authors are intentionally portraying Boruto as restrained. In the current Two Blue Vortex chapters, he isn't using the full extent of his power in every battle, and he's not destroying everything around him. But that isn't weakness, it's control. And that's exactly what separates him from the original Momoshiki. If I remember correctly, the novel even states that Momoshiki was incompetent at ordinary training and relied almost entirely on natural power and mini chakra fruits. He never truly developed himself. He was simply born overwhelmingly powerful. Boruto, on the other hand, spent 3 years training under Sasuke Uchiha, someone who reached his level through discipline, constant effort, and defeat. Divine power combined with the mindset of a shinobi, that's an entirely different level. Now, I want to talk about the psychology behind their symbiosis, because for me personally, this is one of the most interesting parts of the story. This isn't a friendship like Naruto and Kurama had. It's the forced coexistence of two beings locked in a constant internal conflict. Momoshiki sees Boruto as a vessel. Boruto fully understands this and still continues living with that voice inside him. That requires unbelievable psychological strength, and the authors portray it without needing to over-explain it. In Two Blue Vortex, we're witnessing a very subtle and important process, the gradual leaking of power. Momoshiki's memories and abilities are slowly beginning to seep into Boruto's consciousness, not completely take him over, but gradually transfer themselves to him. And that means Boruto is gaining access to thousands of years of Otsutsuki combat experience, not through normal training, but through something closer to genetic memory. If you agree with me, don't forget to support the video with a like. Now, let's talk about a detail I highly recommend paying attention to every time you reread the chapters. The black glove on Boruto's left hand may be far more than just a design choice. There's a popular theory that beneath it lies Momoshiki's dormant Rinnegan, which may have transferred into Boruto's palm after the completion of his 100% Otsutsukification. In the novel, Momoshiki constantly absorbed energy specifically through his palms, and if that eye is now truly connected to Boruto, then the glove may act as a kind of limiter or seal that helps control the uncontrolled absorption of chakra from the surrounding environment. And considering the Uzumaki clan's knowledge of sealing techniques, this theory actually sounds pretty believable. Boruto could potentially use absorbing ninjutsu, the ability to absorb enemy techniques and release them back in a massively amplified form. In that case, any ninjutsu used against him could become his own weapon. I also believe we're gradually moving toward a full Boruto and Momoshiki symbiosis mode, and it definitely won't just be a copy of Kurama mode. Visually, I expect some kind of golden or white aura, possibly a reference to Momoshiki's peak form combined with black karma patterns across Boruto's body. Functionally, this could mean near total gravitational autonomy, the ability to alter the direction of gravity around himself through sheer will alone, just like it was described in the novels. Boruto is slowly ceasing to be just a powerful character. He's becoming something entirely new. And I think that's the core idea behind Two Blue Vortex, showing how a shinobi transforms into a being of a completely new level 1 that the shinobi world doesn't even have the right words to describe yet. And of course, I also want to say a few words about Shinjutsu. But before we continue, I hope you subscribed and left a like. It seems that Momoshiki may have started to realize that the Otsutsuki clan's path consuming the energy energy of entire planets ultimately leads nowhere. His true goal may have been to become a completely self-sustaining system, without depending on the Ten Tails. And Momoshiki's real unique technique may actually be the creation of the Cinnabar Elixir, the mini-chakra fruits. In essence, this could be his own personal Shinjutsu in its early stage of evolution. Unlike the other Otsutsuki, he learned how to almost instantly convert living matter and techniques into energy without waiting for a full chakra fruit to mature. And if Ishiki had possessed an ability like that, the entire situation could have turned out very differently. I think that in the future, Boruto may use this power to separate the Ten Tails chakra from the shinobi entities absorbed by the Shinju. That could potentially allow him to save Sasuke and the others. With every new chapter, Boruto proves that power alone isn't enough. What truly matters is how you choose to use it. And here's the question that keeps bothering me. What will happen if Boruto one day fully unlocks Momoshiki's potential? Will he still be able to preserve who he truly is? What do you think? Does he still have a chance to remain himself? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy this format, stick around, more videos like this are coming.